Good morning, good morning. Hello, and happy Saturday. Hi, everybody. Let me go find this on my phone so I can share it out. Can you please help me share it out? Hello, hello, anybody who's on here. It's a beautiful day today. Actually, it's beautiful, but it's like gray. It's one of those days where it's not real sunshiny and bright here in Miami, Florida. Okay, found it. Let me share it. Good morning, Sally. Good morning, Eric on Periscope. So I'm just taking a moment to share. Okay, let's see who's on. Catherine Kovacs, good morning to you. Erica Hoppy. Who else? Julie Kiss, good morning to you, sweet Julie. Well, I had an interesting experience. The electricity went off this morning. I was brushing my teeth and all of a sudden the light started flashing and I'm going, I wonder if the bulb is going, but it was like, there's like three big lights. I'm going, why are the lights flashing? And then I came out to the other part of the house and there was no electricity. So I had to reset my computer or restart my computer, reset the clocks. And it was just like, I wonder what that was all about. It didn't stay out long, thank goodness. But no fun when the electricity goes off, is it? I needed something to drink. So I did make some hot tea this morning instead of coffee. So cheers, everyone. Hope you got your morning cuppa, whatever it is that's getting you going in the morning. And Julie Kiss, there may be some good news about New York. Yesterday, I found out that Florida dipped below the 10% mark, which is what the state of New York has an ordinance about anybody coming in from a state with COVID cases that are higher than 10%. And we actually dropped down to like 5% yesterday. So we'll see if that'll be knocked off of the banned list of states of people that can come in there to New York. So if that is the case, I will be able to stay for a day in New York and would love to get to meet all of you up there and hold a training for anybody that wants to be there. We can do a one-day training and still have time for me to move on to Michigan by that Saturday, or actually I want to be there Friday. So let's do that, those prayers, and lift up the governor of the state to see if he will let Florida come into New York. I'm going to intend it. I've been chanting for it. I've been praying for it. And it's like, yeah, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. I know, Julie. I think it's great news. And Julie, you had Charlie horses in both legs last night. Ooh, ouch. Yeah, those are painful. I usually get those after I've been doing a lot physically. And then I lay down. It's like the muscles just say, ooh, you've really overused me. And I used to get them a lot when I was on salt restriction. After I had my kidney transplant, when I was checking out of the hospital, I said, okay, doc, tell me what I can and can't do. And they said, really, the only thing is the salt, to watch the salt that you take in. So when you don't have enough sodium in your system, you get those Charlie horses. And I know they're no fun. Hope is with us. Good morning, Hope. Or good afternoon for you. And she's praying that I'll be able to spread some healing in New York. Yes, absolutely. Part of what I am doing on the land is burying crystals and doing a blessing from spirit and from the angels on the land that I'll be visiting. So New York definitely needs that healing, don't they? Good morning, Carol Allen. How are you doing this morning? And let's see, what else we got? Yeah, Erica, Julie, Charlie. Who else is in New York? There's like 4 of you, I think, that are in New York that are interested in seeing me and possibly doing the course that I will teach there, if that's something there's interest in. And John Fiore is in New Jersey, and he said he would drive to New York to take the course. So good morning, Deirdre. Oh my gosh, it has been way too long, girlfriend. So glad that you're on here this morning. And yes, you are back, and so happy to have you back. And Deirdre is also in New York. Tony Hidalgo, good morning to you. And I think I said good morning to Eugene Loriot. If I didn't, good morning. And John on Periscope, good morning to you. Oh, good, Carol. I'm so glad that you're having beautiful weather there. We've got something going on here. It's like dark and gray, and not sure if we're getting a storm because I don't watch the news. So I don't know what's happening. I guess I'll have to figure it out, won't I? Julie lives in Utica, New York. Oh, near Utica. Okay. All right. Well, yesterday was such an interesting day with the weather. I'm not with the weather, with the energy. After the show yesterday morning, I was trying to do some work. I needed to get an email going to everyone about the trip, and especially to those who are now patrons with me on Patreon. And I couldn't stay awake. It was like my eyes were just closing, and I felt very drained. And I was talking to, I believe it was Charlie last night on the chanting group, and same thing, just no energy. And he mentioned the Schumann resonance, that it was the highest that it has ever been. And that's the energy that's coming through, like from the other planets and all the radioactivity that's going on. So there's a huge thing going on with the energy right now. And it usually does not affect me because I put a lot of protective energy around myself. But it was just so interesting to see that that really happened. And I know that my vibration had been a little low because of the move, and 3 days of intense moving. Sorry, Cleo, it has to talk to the neighbor. So Sally, that's been you the past 2 weeks. Yeah, it just hit me. It was like, what is this? Because I never lay back down after that morning show. I'm usually way pumped up. And so when I sat and tried to do the things that I knew I needed to do, it just wasn't happening. So yeah, that email didn't get sent out. I still have to take time to sit down and really work on the things that's going on with the, okay, Cleo. He's being very protective of his property. All right, I'm going to let him settle down for a minute. All right, Nabriti, good morning to you, honey. And who else? Carol says the energy yesterday was hard. It was really hard. And I really didn't have a whole lot of energy all day. Yeah, Erica, right, life with dogs. My friend that I'm house sitting for and pet sitting for has 3 dogs. Cleo is the most vocal, and so he lets all the neighbors know that he's here when they walk by the house. And a lot of people do walk. They walk for exercise down the street. It's a very nice residential area here in North Miami where they feel safe to be out. A lot of Miami is not that way, but where this house is very safe. And let's see, Navriti, you got it. Yeah, I got his name right this morning. I've been calling him all kinds of things. I think I called him Chloe for a while, but his name is Cleo, and he rules the roost. Yeah, he does. And John on Periscope, I do see you. Yeah, this is a great time. Every morning we come on here and we socialize with each other. And yeah, you're right. It's not a radio, it's a live program. And thank you for joining in this morning. This is Morning Cuppa Joy, where the family comes together every morning to check in and see how everybody's doing. We started this during the lockdown of COVID, and we continue every morning. See, thank you for being here. Good morning. I'm really hoping that I'll get to stop and see you on my way out of Florida when I head out next Friday. Stacy, good morning, Stacy. And Stacy signed those papers yesterday. She is a new homeowner, and what a beautiful home you have. It's a new home, so they're the first people in. Stacy, I wish I was there to do a blessing for your new home. I know that it's absolutely amazing for you to be able to just set that the way you want it and just let it be all yours. I'm so excited for you. It's very, very special. And I think today is a day when there's going to be a lot of activity for you and a lot of, I feel like, emotions of leaving where you're at now. I know you're excited about the new house, but you've been in your old house for a while. I think pretty much ever since I've known you. When I first met you, I believe you were moving into that house in Orlando. So I'm so happy that you found your spot in the world, and that you'll be moving in there today. And isn't it interesting that Stacy is finding her permanent house, and I have left a permanent residence. I have no house, no home, and just as I keep saying, intentionally homeless. I actually said that to a police officer yesterday. It was a really interesting discussion, and I wasn't sure what kind of response I was going to get from him, but his response was so beautiful. He says, "You are going to meet the most amazing people along your journey, and it will be really, really good." From a police officer. And I have to tell you that it made a difference. It made a difference to hear him say that, because I've been getting a little bit of flack from some of my friends and some of my family that are telling me that, all this negative vibration stuff, you have to be careful, it's dangerous to do this. And what are you going to do? How are you going to live? I keep getting that from a certain amount of people. And I've been just like, brushing it off, reflecting it away. So when I told this man what I was doing and got that kind of response from someone that is in that type of profession that keeps us safe, keeps us all, secure, it was really a confirmation to me that I am safe. I am secure, and that I'm doing exactly what I'm supposed to be doing, that I'm hearing the message correctly, if that makes sense. So it was a real confirmation, and I know that the angels put him in my way to have me receive that. And I just wanted to share that I'm very happy that I got the confirmation. The angels always tell me, you humans, you love your confirmation. You love to have those signs that what you're doing is right, or that what you're hearing is right. And I know that this is a journey of trust. That's what this is all about, is trusting, have faith, believe that this is my journey. This is what I'm doing. So when I got the confirmation, I'm like, okay, I get it. I just had to put it out there and just really receive a sign, because that's what I keep asking for. Can you show me a sign? And all along the way, there have been beautiful signs that this is all flowing just perfectly. So just so happy that I'm now fully trusting this journey. I'm fully embracing it. Well, I have been embracing it, but now I'm just like, okay, that's it. I'm packing up the car, I'm going, and there's no doubt at all that's left. So yay. And let's see who else we got on here. Charlie, welcome. Good morning, Charlie Coons. Good morning, Allie O'Shea. Good morning, my beautiful friend, Allie. So good to see you on here. And Stacy says, I'm tired, no energy for days, so I need to get with it. Yes, a lot of emotions. Yeah, I know there's going to be, Stacy, you're going to have ups and downs with the excitement and also with the emotion of leaving the old home where you had so much that happened there, and so much joy in that home. So just leave it with a blessing for the next person that's going to come into it. That's what I did with my apartment. I actually talked out loud to the apartment, to the walls, and I said, just be kind to the next person that comes in. Help them to live here in peace and harmony, and to have a great experience living here. So you can do that as well. Just talk to the walls and say, be kind to the next residents, that they will enjoy this place and be blessed, and ask the angels to protect whoever comes in there. And Hope says, not that you need validation, but was just a wonderful confirmation. Bless you. Yes, it was, Hope. It was a beautiful confirmation. And I've just met the most beautiful people. So I can't wait to give you all hugs and love and do what I'm here to do, to just shine that light in the world. And I'm so ready for it. I'm like now counting down the days. It's less than a week away that I will be driving out of the state of Florida. And wow, what a great feeling. I remember when I drove into the state of Florida for the very first time and felt the energy and knew that I had come where I needed to be at that time. But we have shifts and changes, and we have purpose. So my purpose, I feel like my purpose in Florida has been served. I've been here many years. How many years have I been in Florida? I've been here since 72 or 73. So I've been here a long time. Yeah, a long time. Too tired to do the math right now. Oh, Allie, yes, I would absolutely love to come visit Ireland and to see you and give you a hug. So I don't know where all the angels are taking me. I don't know the game plan, and I'm okay with that. I am perfectly okay with not knowing where I'm going and just setting out on this adventure. And it feels so good to not plan, to just say, nope, I'm not going to try to take that control. I don't have the oars. The oars are in the boat, and my boat is going downstream, so that whatever I encounter, that's what I'm supposed to encounter. And yeah, just so ready to release those controls. And I actually have released the controls. I have nothing anymore. I've let go of everything. So just really ready for the next step, whatever it looks like. Okay, so I came into Florida the year you were born, Allie. For 46 years, Florida has been my home. I ventured out for a few years. I lived in Boston for a year, and then I lived in Phoenix, Arizona for 3 years. Other than that, Florida has been my home. And now it doesn't feel like home anymore. I love it. I love the state. But I know that I'm not supposed to be here any longer. I've been booted out by the angels. They're like, it's time to get out there. It's time to do what you were here to do. And what we've shown you is the path. And I have, my eyes have been open to what my true path is. I've known for a while now, for years, that I was going to be taking a journey like this. I didn't know what it looked like. I thought, I would be with other people. We'd be moving about, we'd have certain places planned that we would do things. I had no clue that it was going to look like this. And if they had shown me this years ago when I first saw the vision, I think it would have been frightening for me. It would have been so different in the energy of it. I would have said, "Oh, I don't think I can do that." I wasn't quite ready to just go out on my own to do this. So over the last few years, they've really prepared me, and they showed me very clearly with my cancer journey last year how strong I am and how I can really go through a fire and come out that other side better than I was on the other side of the fire, if that makes sense. It's like the fire has given me fortitude, and it's given me that inner strength that I needed now to go forward in this direction that I'm going in. So sometimes when we look at things in our life as a challenge or as something that, we wouldn't choose that. We wouldn't say, "Hey, give me cancer so I can get stronger." We wouldn't do that. That doesn't make any sense. But when we look at what comes up for us, there are no accidents, there are no coincidences. So we might see it as something devastating in our life. We might see something that happens to us as really horrible and look at it with that perspective. But if we stop and we take that pause and step back and say, "Okay, I need to know what this is all about." And that's exactly what I did. I just sat with the angels and I said, show me very clearly what this is all about, because I don't believe it's just because I got sick. I don't believe it's just because this is happening to me. And as I sat with them, they really showed me the message. They showed me the path of what I was all about here in this lifetime, and that everything that I do going forward is not just for me. It wasn't about me. It wasn't all about me. Sometimes we get into that mindset, "Oh, this is happening to me. This is all mine." And it's not. And I really understood more of the oneness by going through that cancer journey. I understood how we are all so connected and there's no individuality. We are all one in spirit. And what one of us experiences, all of us experiences. That was my huge lesson last year. So when they showed me that it was time, this was the time for the journey, I knew that it was all of our journey. It's not mine. It's our journey of healing. And that's what it's called. That's what I will keep referring to it as, because I'm not doing it alone. We're doing it with each other. You all are going right along with me. I'll be sharing every moment of the journey as I go, and so excited about the ones that I'm going to get to see and speak with in person, give you the love in person, the hugs, and sit and chat with you, have meals with you, and do some teaching, of what the angels want me to share. So I'm just very excited the way this all worked out, and the way they've shown me that it's going to just all play out. I don't have to do anything but show up, and that's what I'm going to do. And next Friday is D-Day. It's the very first part of the journey. So I'm so excited to be doing that. So signs. Last night I went to bed at 9. I was so tired. About 12, I woke up and realized that I had not gone out to thank the elementals. I got up and went outside to do that under the beautiful moon. Sylphs were playing and dancing. I never thought of looking for them at night. It was beautiful. Thank you, elementals. Gee, that is just awesome. That is awesome. I have to apologize to my elementals because this morning I couldn't find my calendar. And I always check it right after I get up and come out to the living room. I always check my calendar because I write on there what I've got going every day. And I couldn't find it. I searched everywhere. I thought, well, did I take it back to the bedroom? So I'm back and forth and driving the dogs crazy. And the dogs are like, what is she doing? They're following me to the bedroom, to the bathroom, to the living room, to the kitchen. They're like, has this lady lost her marbles? Hi, John. I see you on Periscope. So, I'm looking all over and it's not there. It is just nowhere. I even searched my computer bag and, I was so tired last night, who knows? So I thought maybe I put it down in the computer bag. Nope, it was nowhere. So I said, all right, fairies, are you messing with me? Are you moving things from point A to point B and hiding it so I can't see it? So I did the St. Anthony prayer, asking St. Anthony to help me find my calendar so I would know what I'm doing today. And then I just forgot it. I had to get on with the day, restart my computer, do all this stuff. So I came and sat down at the computer, pulled my chair out, and guess what? There's the calendar. Like, I searched the whole house over and it was right here, right where I had to come and sit to be here with you all today. So I found my calendar. I see what I'm doing today, and it's going to be a beautiful, amazing day. Do y'all ever have that where you just get so disoriented? You know that you're supposed to be doing things, and you just, it's like you get stuck. That's where I was. I was stuck. I was going around in circles, and there I am. You know, like if I had just come over here and sat down, I would have seen it right away. But I didn't do that. I had to stress over it first. Oh, and let's see what y'all are saying. Sally says, truly looking forward to your time with us. Yes, yes, me too. I cannot wait. It is going to be so beautiful. Hello to my darling sister Sheila, who just came on to Facebook. And Wendy, good morning, my Wendy girl. How are you? I haven't seen you in a bit. So, Wendy, it's getting closer to your surgery date. I know that's next month. I hope you're feeling well. I have been so busy with the move. I haven't done a whole lot of messaging. So I'm praying for you every day, Wendy. We lift you up here on this show every day. And I hope that everything is going well for you. And Julie Kiss, my grandma Dee sent me a gift of cups the other day. She has been gone 30 years. My cousin passed from lung cancer at age 50. He passed a month ago. His mom called me and said, I saved these cups for all these years, and now Bobby is gone, though you might love them. Wow, blow me away. I have been asking my grandma for a sign. I'm so happy. I am so happy for you, Julie Kiss. I think that is just beautiful. And thank you, Grandma Dee, for sending my friend that huge sign. Yeah, we love signs and confirmations and affirmations. We absolutely do. And Wendy, you're doing okay. Good. I'm so glad to hear that. And Hope, how are you feeling this morning? We've been lifting Hope up every day and we're seeing you, Hope, in perfect health. That's how we see you. With that dialysis treatments that you're doing, we know that you're going to be back in perfect health. Maria Cefalo, good morning. Sharon Boyle, good morning to you. So what's going on in your world today? I'm meeting a couple of friends that I have known. Oh my gosh, I've known them over 20 years now. I've known these two girls. And Jennifer comes on with us in the morning, Jennifer Langren. So I'm going to meet her and one other beautiful friend, Paula Floor. And we're going to have lunch today in early afternoon. Paula was very instrumental in helping me when I went through breast cancer the first time. And then I had cancer of the endometrium after that. So she's been really there for me over the years. Every time that I went through one of my fires of life, Paula was always there as a cheerleader, lifting me up and helping me on my way. So now I get to see her and give her a big hug today. And let's see, Abdul Fatah, it's been very educative being on this platform. Thank you. Thank you for being on here. Thank you for joining in with the family and all of us that come on here in the mornings and lift each other up. So what's going on in your world today? Anybody got anything exciting that you're doing on a Saturday? Sally, I know your shop's open. I hope it's a very productive, lucrative day for you there at Enlightened. I cannot wait to get up there and be in the zen of that place. I know it's going to be absolutely amazing. So I'm just listening and seeing what's going on. The dogs have settled down. Thank you, angels. I always call in Archangel Ariel. Archangel Ariel is the angel that our dogs respond to the best, or all animals, actually, the cats do too. I always ask them to help with my Gizmo because he was so vocal. Giz loved to talk and he loved to be the center of attention. So if I was on live, I always ask Ariel to keep him calm while I was doing the show. Catherine, I received a beautiful gift yesterday. A neighbor of mine was giving away some beautiful multicolored chair cushions for free. So I went by to pick them up, told him thank you, and gave him a hug. And they are gorgeous. I bet they are. Catherine, please take pictures and show us in the group, in the Angelic River family group, and let us see those cushions. I bet that is absolutely beautiful. I'm envisioning rainbows. It feels like rainbow energy for you, Catherine. Yeah, just beautiful. So yesterday I did the Time Heals energy healing, both on, Thursday I did it on here. And then yesterday I did it in the live that I do where I bring messages from the angels called Angel Speakers. And I know some of you came on there as well. How are you doing after that energy healing? I know many of you had said after the one on Thursday, you had relief of some physical pain. So I just want to see how all of that is doing for you. Anything that you want to share with the group about what happened and how it has helped you. I love doing that modality, and that is the modality that I will be teaching. So just curious if any of you want to share anything from your receiving the healing, and Hope, I know that you did both. Jean L'Oreal, you were in both of those. And I can't remember who else came on to the one yesterday. And Maria says, amazing. Yeah, it is. It's so amazing. What else is going on? We have meditation this morning at 11:30 Eastern Time. We'll be doing a meditation a day like we do every day at Enlightened World. And I'm still going to be doing some of the programs that I do with Enlightened World while I'm out and about. So there's things that I'll still be, programs I'll still be participating in. The silent meditations every Sunday morning at 11 o'clock. We'll be doing silent meditation, and I'll be part of that. And I'm hoping to get to see Deb Goldberg, who is one of the ladies that we really do a lot with Enlightened World Network and bringing programming through. Deb is no longer going to be doing her Divine Relationship Recovery show that she was doing on Wednesdays. She's working on her books, and she's got several books. that she has written and published, but she is revising them and writing a new one. And that brings me to the point of our book. We are writing a book. We're doing chapters, as many people as want are doing chapters in our book called Namaste, Y'all. So I need to be receiving those chapters in from you. Just even if they're not complete, at least give me a message that will be sending me that chapter in this coming week. And if you need a little more time, just let me know that. And because I do have to take time to edit and to put it into the flow of the book the way the angels want it. So let's get some more of your beautiful stories and inspirational writing and the things that you want to go in the book. If you have a poem that you'd like to share with everyone, I'd love to see some of those in the book. So let's get this going. And I will also be doing a book after my journey, or it'll actually be, I think, be writing itself during the journey over the next 5 or 6 months. And that book is called The Footprints of My Soul. And can't wait. And somebody said yesterday it's going to have pictures in it of the trip, and I think it will. I think you're correct about that. So Jean says, my daughter and her friends rented a theater, they rented the whole theater, and they invited less than 20 of their friends to see the movie Raiders of the Lost Ark. We can properly distance. We absolutely can do that, Jean. I know it. And, using the wipes as wherever we're going inside of a public building, using the hand sanitizer, wearing the mask, all of this stuff has helped bring this to an end. Plus, we're chanting every night for COVID to be done, for the lockdowns to be done, for us to be able to socialize with each other every day. And we're praying and chanting for that by November 18th, I believe is that date that we had set. Sharon Boyle, last night we had a power cut. It came on and off a few times while cooking. It came back on for us, but many of the neighbors were out. The repairmen were out making lots of noise for hours, and I had my candles ready in case, but we were fortunate. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Yes, I was sharing earlier, Sharon, I don't think you were on yet. I was brushing my teeth this morning and the power went out. And I'm like, it was flashing at first and then it went out. So it's back on so I could do the show. Thank you, God. Thank you, angels. Okay, so what else we got going on? Jean, my rotator cuff pain in my shoulder is gone. They found my knee and it is much better. Thank you so much. Thank you, Jean. Thank you so much for that. And Jean is going to be training in how to do this modality of time heals. She is going to be a practitioner who can do the sessions like I did when I did the sessions for you all. Lynn Paulson, good morning to you. A big boating thing going on today on our lake. Estimates yesterday were at 20,000 boats in attendance. I will not be attending. Too people-y out there. Well, what lake are you on, Lynn, that can hold 20,000 boats? That is amazing. And yes, it will be very noisy, won't it? And Sally says, those are not fun, the rotator cuffs. She's been dealing with her rotator cuff for about 10 years now. Yeah, well, Jean, I'm so glad that you got relief. And Sally, let's set the intention that yours will also be relieved, that will clear that pain in your shoulder and give you that relief that's needed. Hope says, thanks for the prayers, everyone. I'm doing well. I welcomed the archangels into my home last night at 10:30, enjoying the chanting with them surrounding me. I had the most perfect sleep. My cousin, who has been diagnosed with COVID, has had no change, which I believe to be a good thing. We'll continue to put her in the prayer circle. On another note, part of being on dialysis, I had a line put into my neck as an access point. So I have been holding my neck in a certain position, which had given me really bad neck pains. But since the 2 Time Heal sessions, it has practically gone. Thank you, Teri, for not only the introduction to hosting the angels, but for Time Heals. Truly grateful. You are so welcome, my darling. I'm so excited that you have those angels there in your home right now. And hello, angels. Hello and welcome. And thank you for being here with us on the show this morning. I can feel that their huge presence being here with all of us. And Sharon says the candles wouldn't have cooked the food, though. No, it wouldn't have. But at least you would have had light to look at your uncooked food. Good morning, Prachetta. Hello, my darling friend. Sharon's asking what a rotator cuff is. It's that point in your shoulder that lets it be flexible to do the movement. There's an area there that gets torn a lot. It really is very fragile, believe it or not. It's strong, but once something happens to it, it's really hard to get that pain to go. And then you sometimes get bursitis that builds up in there. So I understand that pain. You're in Table Rock Lake in southwestern Missouri. Wow, it must be an absolutely huge lake to hold that many of the boats at one time. And Sally says, when we left the house, we had the blessing of seeing an early morning hot air balloon. Oh, one of my favorite things in the whole world. Yes, I have been up in a hot air balloon. There is nothing like that. There's nothing like that peaceful feeling of just floating through the air. I absolutely loved it. I remember every minute of being in that hot air balloon and the beauty of it. It was a gift. It was a gift from someone that I was working for. And I took my camera with me. She told me to do that. She goes, take your camera. You're going to want to capture all of this beauty. So I did, and I captured the most perfect picture as we went over a lake in Orlando. There was the reflection of the hot air balloon. So I took that picture from the hot air balloon of the lake reflecting the hot air balloon. And it was the most perfect picture. And I gave that to her as a thank you for, I printed it and framed it as a thank you for what she had given to me. One of the most memorable experiences of my life. It was awesome. So go ahead and start putting in your prayer requests. I see that we have really flown by in the time this morning. Yes, it is cuff. Jean Loria's rotator cuff. And Sharon says, I've been having shoulder problems in recent times, so I'm going to practice yoga. And Sharon, maybe re-listen, do a replay of the show from yesterday or from Thursday, where I did the group healing for Time Heals, because it really does make a difference in any place in your body where you've got some low vibration energy or stagnant energy going on that's creating pain. So just a suggestion. And Jordan De La Rosa, good morning to you. And Sharon says, I've been in a balloon, haven't been in a balloon, but I did a tandem skydive from 10,000 feet. You're my hero, girlfriend, because I don't think I could do. I just have that fear of not being able to hold on to something. But of course, I guess if you're tandem skydiving, you're holding on to another person, but you are falling. So I don't know. That would be tough for me. I won't say I can't, but it would be really challenging for me to do that. Yes, you haven't done the Time Heals. Yes, I did it for the group. If you replay Thursdays, it will be at the very end, the last 30, 40 minutes at the end. if you replay yesterday's Angel Speakers show, then, and that's on YouTube as well, then you will be able to get the whole thing on there because there was very little talk at the beginning. Oh, you're so welcome. So any other prayer requests that you want to put in? Just thinking, please keep my friend that I'm house sitting for. She's out in Utah right now. And yesterday was her birthday. And she is a member of our Angelic River family. And I didn't know until after the show that it was her birthday. So let's say happy birthday to Joanne Castillo. She usually comes on in the morning when she can. And just keep her in your prayers that she has the very best experience away. They are spending 10 days out in Utah, which is absolutely gorgeous. It's a beautiful mountainous place to go visit and be in that mountain energy, in the high spiritual energy that's there. That's where the Mormon Tabernacle Choir is and the Mormon Tabernacle Church. I've been inside that church. Oh my gosh, what a beautiful, amazing experience. I don't know if they're even able to have services in there now. They may be able to. I haven't really paid attention, but just lift her up in prayer. And I'll put a belated happy birthday into the group this morning for her. Deirdre says, prayers for my friends Pino and Adriel, who are having surgery. Also for my other friend who needs prayers for her wish to come true. World peace, of course. Of course, of course. And Hope is putting herself in the circle and her cousin Lorraine Hillett. And Jordan, prayers for your daughter Ilana. Okay, so any other prayers that you want to put in? Prayers for these beautiful animals that I'm pet sitting. We've got Dingo, Cleo, and Bella, and I know they're missing their mommy and their daddy. Dingo seems to have a little bit of separation anxiety going on, so I've been giving him some time heals for animals and helping him to feel safe and secure. And he'll come up, he wants to be right by me wherever I'm at, he wants to be there. So I'm helping him to know that he is okay and that he's taken care of and very loved. So let's just lift them up in prayer today. Prachetta says special prayers for Fairy Teri to have safety and protection. Special health prayers for Shantae, Tony, Wendy, Stacy, and Hope. Prayers of abundance, courage, strength, and happiness for Tracy, David, Prachir, Neil, and lovely Sally. And Prachetta, I'm going to put you in the circle as well, because I know that soon Prachetta will be leaving the area where her brother lives and going back to their parents' house. So Prachetta, we are lifting you up this morning. And Tracy Marciniak, thank you for joining us. Hello to you. You're here in time for our meditation and prayer. So let's go ahead and any other requests that you want to put in, let's lift Stacy up today for her move that she's doing, for her to have the patience and the strength for that, and to really work through all those emotions of leaving one home and the emotions and excitement of moving into another home and what all that entails. So just start feeling into your heart energy right now. Go into that space in your high heart where you find the real you, the true, authentic you. And let's breathe right in there. And Lynn, I see your prayer for low back and hips as you try to strengthen those areas. Lynn, I'll ask you the same thing I did to Sharon, if you're willing to watch the replay from Thursday or yesterday and see the time heals and participate in the healing that happens with that. And yes, Prachetta says both her and Prachir will be leaving soon for Delhi. Okay, so take a deep breath in and let's focus on our heart energy. Connecting in with your spiritual self. Seeing that heart open up, beautiful green energy swirling all around you. And let's see that energy now moving. See it traveling upward. As it goes upward from your heart, you're connecting with your throat, opening up the throat for communication, moving to the third eye for intuition, moving to the crown and traveling out the top of your head now through that crown chakra and up to the soul star. Your soul star is where you're going to connect up with your higher self. So right now, let's do that. Let's see all of that energy flow from your heart all the way to your soul star chakra and meeting up with your higher self. Just ask for whatever you need to know in this moment. What do I need to know right now for my best and highest good? Just ask that question. You can ask it out loud or you can just say it inside. What do I need to know for my best and highest good in this moment? And let's just keep breathing in deeply into the heart center, seeing that air flow upward, seeing it flow right to the soul star chakra. And using your communication from the throat, your intuition from the third eye, and feeling that energy of the crown swirling around you. Just listen for your answer. And we're just going to take a moment now to do that. We're going to just listen for the answer that's coming through to you. So now let's bring the energy back to our heart, giving gratitude to our higher selves for being here in this moment to share whatever it is, whatever message you got from your higher self. Just give gratitude. Give gratitude for the connection. Give gratitude for the knowledge that you are spirit and that you have this part of you that can bring through the answers so beautifully and so easily into your awareness. And thank you, thank you, thank you. Now let's bring that energy in again to our heart center. Just breathe it right in, knowing who you are. And yes, the words of the chant, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Thank you, Prachetta, for that reminder that as we say those words, we're calling in an energy of commitment and dedication to being the very best we can be as we take this journey, this human experience. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo is all about the mystical law of cause and effect and feeling into why we're here. Why are we here? What's the path? And you can ask that anytime. You can go into your heart space and just ask about your path, your purpose, what your next step is, what you need to know. And just do that connection that we just did. Connect to your higher self. Get that information because it will come. If you ask, it will come. So in your heart center, just feel the energy right now moving about. And let's pull in some energy from Mother Earth. As we pour out a healing, that's one of our prayers, one of our intentions is to bring healing to Mother Earth, to really feel that peaceful energy across our planet. Feel the energy that comes back up from the earth, that beautiful gratitude that healing, centering, balancing energy that comes from Mother Gaia. And just let that come all the way up to your heart and mix in there in that beautiful heart energy. And let's say thank you to Mother Earth. Thank you for taking care of us, for providing everything that we need to live here on this planet. And let's feel into the love that our Mother Gaia has for us. That love that she brings up to our heart is unconditional. The love coming from your higher self is unconditional. So feel that right now. And with that type of love, we're going to hold all the prayer requests that were lifted up, all of those for physical healing, for emotional healing, mental healing, prayers for peace, both inside of us and out in the world, that every inhabitant on earth can feel that unconditional love, that every inhabitant can acknowledge that there is no separation, there is no greater than or less than. Let's feel into the balance that happens when we do that. Everything is coming into balance. This experience that we have had this year with COVID-19 is coming into balance now. We're no longer pushed back and having to sit still and not do anything. We're able now to come back out and have that balance again in our life. So today, all day long, as you breathe into your heart center, and you can say, I am balanced. I am centered. I am so loved. I am so worthy. And I am enough. And let's see all of these prayer requests that same way. They are in their perfection. And we're lifting them out of our energy field. We are disconnecting our attachment to the outcome. We're letting it go. We're letting every one of those prayer requests, each person, each situation, be lifted up for its perfection. We're seeing the white light from Source totally covering every prayer that was lifted. And we trust and we believe that everyone is coming into fruition exactly how it is meant to. We are doing what our dear Marietta shares with us to do. Accept, align, allow. Accept, align, allow. And yes, we say that chant again. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Chant with us at night if you want, or chant it during the daytime. Just let that keep going into your energy. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. Do that dedication to being the absolute best you that you can be, and feel that energy that's coming to you from your higher self. And I would love to hear if you want to share any of the messages that your higher self told you for this moment, for this day. And hopefully there were messages of love, there were messages of hope, messages of peace that came through. That was what I was getting, to just stay in that energy of peace, stay in the love that's inside, and really go into the energy of peace. So let's do what we do every day to end this show. Let's love each other. That's what we do. We are not a religious group. Our religion is love. And we just hold each other and love on each other every day here in this family. And I see our dear Gabby that's here. Hi, Gabby, I love you. And Leo Harley, my dear friend, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, exactly. So just hold one person that's here in the family. Just hold them in your arms. Envision them in your mind's eye. And as you hold them close, just say to that person, I love you, and give that love freely from your heart. I love you, and really mean it. Just really mean those words. You know, they can be just words, or if you say them with real passion, just let that come out and flow out from you to that person. And I'm receiving so much love from you. Thank you all. Thank you for holding me and loving me. And then we do what our dear Deirdre, who has rejoined us, we do what she has termed the heart telephone. And we do this with making a phone call. We're talking to the person right beside of us, whoever that may be, because we're all in a virtual circle right now. So that person that's on your left, just turn to them and say at the count of 3, you're going to say, thank you, I love you. And that person will say it to the next one, and it's going to go all the way around our circle. So 1, 2, 3. Thank you. I love you. And as it goes around the circle, it builds and builds and builds and comes back into your heart, right into your love area of your heart, and fills that cup up with so much love. Every day we do this, we fill each other's cup up with love. And then we have that to go out into our day, to share with the world, to share with each other. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And Maria, you got the same message. Awesome. Sharon, your twins are back to school on Monday, praying for their safety. Absolutely. Sally, we're lifting up your lungs to behave. And Sally, do another one of the Time Heal sessions. It'll help. It will help. And set the intention at the very beginning that your lungs are going to work perfectly. Thank you, I love you. Those are such beautiful words. We say them every day on this show. Thank you, I love you. And wow, what energy there was. Beautiful energy. I love the connection that we did with the higher self. And hopefully you got messages of inspiration, messages of love, messages to stay the course. Just stay the course, be true to who you are, be your true, authentic self in every moment, and just love your journey. Love your journey. You know, it's not about the destination. The journey is the destination. It is what we are here for. It is living every moment of the day. Just be who you are, be in peace, be in love, and come back. Just keep coming back every morning to share with each other and to love on each other. Okay, so Deirdre has taken her role up again of typing in our words. Deirdre, we had people standing in for you while you weren't on the show with us. And people have been typing in those words to end the show every morning. And we're missing our Marietta this morning. Marietta usually types that in for us. So let's remember her today in our hearts and send her some love. Our dear heart lady just needs all that love to come her way. So Deirdre has typed it in, and let's all end our time together here this morning. Okay, I have a question first. Yes, Sharon Boyle, it's called Angel Speakers in Espanol. And that was on yesterday on Enlightened World Living, I believe, EWN Enlightened Living. Sharon, I can send you the link to the YouTube version of that. I'll just send it into a private message to you, and you can watch that on YouTube. Okay. All right. So here we go. Enjoy your day, everyone. I love you so much. Namaste, y'all. You're so beautiful. Bye, everybody.